Progress will no longer be measured only by speed, scale, or efficiency, but it will be measured by how well our citizens live. Take the challenge of the alarming pollution levels. Our cities are engines of opportunity, but as we are now witnessing, they are also centers of degraded air quality, high noise levels, and chronic congestion. Policy alone cannot resolve this. It requires a different vision of how to plan, build, and manage the infrastructure. My dear graduates, you will be designing the mass transit systems that remove lakhs of private vehicles from the roads. You will build powerhouses where renewable energy is the goal. You will create green corridors, specify responsible construction materials, and shape low-emission urban zones and weave natural elements into the dense concrete environments. This is the moment when infrastructure goes beyond being just business assets and starts becoming a tool for human well-being. And as now newly minted graduates, you are not just inheriting this responsibility, you are in fact perfectly positioned to reimagine it. The next decade of infrastructure is not about building more, it's about building better. My dear graduates, as you begin your professional journeys, please remember that your academic qualifications open the doors, but it will be your character, your curiosity, and your resilience that will determine how far you will travel. Success will not be defined by titles alone, but by the integrity with which you lead, the compassion with which you serve, and the courage with which you think out of the box. Through all this, I want you to keep India in your hearts, and I want you to place India above everything else. Protect, nurture, and announce your Indianness with pride. Recently, at the Adani Global Indology Conclave, our chairman spoke about the crossroads at which AI and Indology meet, and how only India should write and tell India's story. He announced a founding contribution towards work that will support this cause. Think about how each one of you can contribute in your own small ways and drive a mission of elevating India through your work. Through that, you will be driving a mission of elevating India through your teams, through your enterprises, and through all the work that you do in future. And when I say this, I do not mean it in a sentimental way. Our pride in being Indian is not just emotional, it is historical and practical. Think about Aryabhat's invention of zero, or Sushruta describing 300 surgical procedures, or our ancestors building Takshashila and Nalanda, long before anybody ever thought about higher education. You all are inheritors of a civilization that has imagined deeply, built boldly, and led morally. Carry that legacy into your careers, not as nostalgia or history, but as a responsibility. Towards this goal, I am happy to share that we are planning a new, sustainable, world-class campus for Adani University. With the state-of-the-art research and academic activity-oriented facilities, it will seamlessly blend India's rich educational legacy with modern tools and global techniques. While we give shape to the infrastructure, I hope that together we will continue to work towards our collective goal of nurturing a vibrant learning community within and beyond its walls, that we will find meaning in solving challenges together, that our research will surpass journals and get applied in the real life, and that our students, all of you, will continue to become our greatest ambassadors. My dear graduates, as alumni of Adani University, I hope you will all return to guide those who come after you. This is because in an increasing digital world, we are reminded of how irreplaceable the personal connections are and how their lived experiences are unmatchable. I would like to leave you with this thought. Great infrastructure is built over many phases. First in the mind, then on the ground. Your imagination is your first gear. Your logical thinking is your second gear. Your conviction is the third gear, and its execution is the final gear. And through all of this, I would want you to keep India in mind. May you walk forward with confidence and humility, and when there is no path ahead, may you have the courage to create your own path. On behalf of Adani University, I once again extend my heartfelt congratulations to our new graduating students and my deepest appreciation to the parents, families, and faculty members who shaped the future leaders of India. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Madam, for your inspiring words to our students and everyone gathered here. Now, I invite Professor Sandeep Solanki, Dean, Faculty of Management Sciences, to announce the MBA graduates. May I request Dr. Priti G. Adani, President Adani University, to do the honors. Also, I request dignitaries on the dais to join her in giving away the degrees.
Thank you, Professor. Candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration will come forward as I call their names, receive the degree from the President, and return to their seats. Balodia Kaushik Arjanbhai, Jayom Joshi, Shah Ayushi Mitesbhai, Solanki Abhay Ajay Kumar, Ajit Kumar Patel, Gajjar Aman Aswin Kumar, Anirudh M.S., Prashad Aryan Aman Kumar, Jadeja Aryaraj C. Sakti Singh, Solanki Aryaraj C. Surendra Singh, भव्या मालू, भव्येश जैन, दवे दीपक भाई, गणात्रा ध्रुवी सौरभ कुमार, पावसा डिम्पल मुकेश भाई, साहू दिशा राकेश कुमार, प्रजापति द्रुमिल जितेंद्र भाई, गोपीनाथ हरिकृष्णन, रे हरिबोल राम नरेश, पटेल हरमी सुमन भाई, आसोदरिया हार्मिक संजय कुमार, हर्ष काला, तन्ना हर्ष दीपक भाई, हर्षिता सिकलीगर, राणा हर्षराज सुरपाल सिंह, हित बलदेव भाई पटेल, जोशी हितात रुद्रदत्त, प्रजापति ईश्वर पन्नालाल, जागृत सिंह राव, जया कुमारी, खत्री जयराज जिग्नेश कुमार, भद्र कबीर कल्पेश, चौकसी कशिश अमित कुमार, राठौड़ केयूरी जयेश भाई, खुशहाल टांक, Viradia Khyati Mansukh Bhai. Intodia Lavis Sunil Kumar. Trivedi Maitri Bipin Priti. Wagela Mansi. Thank you, President Ma'am, for honoring our students. May I now request our chief guest to kindly do the honors. Patel Mit Arshad Bhai. Jana Mona Lisa Kamal. Rajput Nakshadip Dinesh Kumar. Neil Dhaval Kumar Shah. Jivani Neeraj Bipin Bhai. Nivedita Tripathi. Om Vasu. Chaurasia Pakhi Praveen Bhai. Chatbar Priyank Paresh Bhai. Jain Samruddhi Sanjay. Narshingani Sanjana Nandlal. Shah Sanil Abhay Kumar. Bhutt Shreya Deepak Kumar. Kumarik Shruti Pillai. Sonar Subham Rajesh Hemlata. Sonar Shweta Rajesh Hemlata. Somdat Santosh Kumar Gandharva. Sonam Kumari. Tanna Sujal Baijubai, Trivedi Tith Mihir, Vishal Jain, Mishra Yati Ravibai, Yogeshwari Parihar, Bihola Yuvraj Singh Digvijay Singh, Ashish Kumar Maganlal Dayani, Parikh Rushi Bipin Chandra, Bhargav Kumar Bipin Bhai Thakrani, thank you all.
I invite Professor Hitesh Chiknewala, Dean, Faculty of Engineering Sciences and Technology, to announce the MTech graduates.
Thank you. Candidates for the degree of Master of Technology in Construction, Engineering and Management will come forward as I call their names, receive the degree from the President and will return to their seats. Tandel Vaishnavi Piyush. पंचाल दक्ष घनश्याम भाई, शुक्ला हेतवी जयेश, मकवाना जीवन कुमार कांतिबाई, माधवेश शर्मा, नवदीप बी चौहान, साफी पार्थ अल्केश, सोलंकी सौरव बलदेव भाई, Thank you.
The dignitaries on the dais may please be seated. My sincere gratitude to you. I invite Dean, Faculty of Management Sciences to present the candidates for the conferment of the Master of Business Administration in Infrastructure Management degree.
Thank you, ma'am. Candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration, please rise and remain standing. Madam President, I present to you 79 candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration in Infrastructure Management, who have been examined and found qualified for the said degrees. I request you to confer the said degrees to the candidates who are present here, as well as those who have been permitted to receive the same in absentia.
Dean, Faculty of Engineering Sciences and Technology will present the candidates for the conferment of Master of Technology in Construction Engineering and Management degree.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Technology in Construction Engineering and Management, please rise and remain standing. Madam President, I present to you 8 candidates for the degree of Master of Technology in Construction Engineering and Management, who have been examined and found qualified for the said degrees. And I request you to confer the said degrees to the candidates who are present here, as well as those who have been permitted to receive the same in absentia.
By the authority given to me by the governing body as the president of this university, I confer on you the degree of Master of Business Administration and Master of Technology in your respective specialization for which you have been found qualified, and I charge you that ever in your life, by word and by deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it. I admit the other candidates also for the said degrees in absentia.
Congratulations to all the graduates. I now request Professor Raghavendran, Controller of Examination, to place the convocation register before President Madam for signature and formal ratification. Thank you, Madam President. May I now request all degree recipients to rise, extend their right hand, and take pledge. I will read it first, and you may repeat after me. We shall now begin. We solemnly pledge to conduct our business, occupation, social and personal dealings in such a way that it would create value responsibly and ethically, so as to contribute to the common good of all stakeholders without causing any harm or damage to the environment and the society at large. All the degree recipients may now resume their seats. I would like to invite Professor A.P. Vyas, Registrar, Adani University, to announce the medals to students for their scholastic performance. May I request Chief Guest Mr. Savi S. Soin to do the honors. Also, I request dignitaries on the dais to join him in giving away the medals and the rank certificates.
Many congratulations to all the graduates, and this is the very proud moment. I will now announce the names of the students who have become eligible for different scholastic medals and rank certificates. They will come forward as I call their names and receive the medal and rank certificates from the chief guest. The gold medal in Master of Business Administration in Infrastructure Management for the batch 2023-25 goes to Balodia Kaushik Arjanbhai. I invite his parents also to join for this gracious moment, please. Many congratulations to Balodia Kaushik Arjanbhai. The silver medal for Master of Business Administration in Infrastructure Management for the batch 2023-25 goes to Jayom Joshi. Many congratulations to Jayom Joshi. The gold medal for Master of Technology in Construction Engineering and Management for the batch 2023-25 goes to Tandel Vaishnavi Piyush. Yeah, many congratulations to Vaishnavi. Thank you, madam. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, dignitaries on the dais, and my heartfelt congratulations to all the medalists. This is a privilege to now request our chief guest, Mr. Savi S. Soin, Senior Vice President and President, Qualcomm India, to deliver the convocation address. Please, sir.
First of all, thank you very much for having me. Distinguished President Dr. Adani, Vice President Dr. Sharma, University Provost, Dr. Pujara. Thank you very much for having me. Esteemed faculty, honored family, honored guests, proud families, and the graduating class of 2025. Congratulations. I still remember when I got the master's degree, I couldn't wait to share this moment with my family. So I'll keep it short and make sure that you have ample time to, celebrate with your family. I think it's just, fate that got us here today. All the flights coming in from Delhi have been canceled except my flight. I woke up all night. I was checking all night, what time is the flight, The 2 flights before me were canceled, the flights after me were canceled. So it's great to be here. Thank you very much. What an amazing campus you guys have, right? It's pretty phenomenal, and I can't imagine what the new campus is going to look like. So it's amazing, and I think you guys are actually very fortunate to have someone like Dr. Adani at the helm of this institute. Her grace, I just met her. Her grace, her humility, I think is pretty amazing, and the vision that we have for the university, it's phenomenal where this thing is going to take it, right? So I think we're very fortunate. I think all of you are very fortunate to have a degree from this university. So again, congratulations. Today is a milestone. It's a celebration of all your efforts and your resilience. As you cross from the threshold from campus to country, you will no longer be defined by your grades. Grades will not matter that much. What will matter is how much impact you have had on your company, on your country, and your community. That will be what's going to evaluate you moving forward. Keep that in mind as we go. For me, myself, I spent the first 18 years of my life chasing, I'd say, the cricket dream. I wanted to be a cricketer, right? The next 30 years or so, I lived the American dream. So I was in the US, I lived there, I went to school there and lived that American dream, right? And the last few years, I've been actually in India, living the Indian dream. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about sort of how I got here and sort of how I see India in the future, right? I was about 18 when I left India, right? And I wanted to sort of live the American dream. I went there, I wanted to do a bachelor's, then I went to master's, and so on and so forth, right? And everything was going great, right? All of a sudden, my CEO called me about 3 years ago. He said, "Hey, Savi, I was actually in Beijing, and I was just boarding a flight from Beijing to LA. And he said, Savi, I have an opportunity for you. India is rising, India is coming in, and India is really has big opportunities in India. Why don't you go there?" So I was about to board the flight, and I said, for 12 hours, I remember, I had an Excel sheet in front of me, and I had the question of, will I be able to make a difference, right? The question was, what will I do? How will I do it? And to be honest, I've actually never worked in India. So it was a big decision for me to figure out how will I impact, and what will I do? Will I be able to fit in the culture, right? And all of that stuff. So anyways, I landed in LA and I decided this was the opportunity for me, and here I am, right? I think India is a cusp of an amazing, amazing opportunity, right? Not just for companies like Qualcomm, which I represent, but also for everybody else, right? It's an amazing opportunity. The demographics are unbelievable, right? 377 million people that are in the Gen Z, right? That's the entire population of the United States, right? The demographics again. There are amazing companies like Adani here, right here, world-class companies like Adani. You have amazing startups that are doing amazing things here in India. India is the land of the opportunity, and now it's the Indian dream. It's no longer the American dream, right? That's where we are all here today, right? The opportunity in India is also, keep in mind, the AI, for example, is a very big equalizer. It's a big opportunity for India to leapfrog. One of the things that a lot of people ask me, Savi, talk to me about how can I leapfrog China? And there's a lot of opportunity here for us to work together to figure out how to leapfrog moving forward. And I think AI could be that big difference for us, right? And we need to grasp it in a much more responsible and look at the diversity of all of us here today and how we can I want to tell you a little bit about Qualcomm. A few things. I want to break it up, a few lessons that I had learned in my professional life as well as in my personal life, right? At Qualcomm, you know, you're able to make a voice call or you're able to send a text, right? To look at the day we get up, learned a big thing was innovation. Every day we wake up at Qualcomm, we think consumers going to think about. Think about it for a minute. We spend billions of dollars 4 years before any smartphone that comes in your hand. Any phone that you have today, we thought about what goes in that phone 4 years ago. That is how much we have to think about what's next. We have to make some bets. We have to think about what's in the future, right? Sometimes we are right, sometimes we are wrong. But at all, we have to think about, and teamwork is very important because we have people from different backgrounds thinking about very different things. When we sell a chip, we don't just sell in India, we also sell in China. So we have to look at China, US, Europe. We have to look at what the requirements are. 4 years, and we have to make big billion-dollar bets before you ever get that phone, in the car. We are working with Mahindra and Tata and Maruti. We are working on cars that are coming, they call it SOPs in 2027, 2028. We're already working on that tech. That is the opportunity, and that's how we, I challenge you guys to look forward. Don't The other thing I learned at Qualcomm, a pretty important lesson, is how we launch each technology generation, right? You think about launching 5G or 6G is going to come here in a few years. 4G was here, India was leading. 5G, India is certainly one of the top countries in 5G launch. You look at it, no new generation, no new technology can come out without lots of companies working together. Partnership is very important in business. When you guys go out and you look at it, it'll be very important. I'll give you an example. When it comes to 5G, for example, if you want to launch 5G, first you have to work with the government to make sure the spectrum is available. You have to make sure the standards are ready so that everybody can have the same. Then you have to make sure that the Samsung and the Nokias and the Ericsson and the Tejas networks are ready with the network, right? So these are the towers that are going to be 5G ready so you can actually communicate from your device to the tower. You want to make sure that the smartphone guys are ready, right? So that when Apple and Samsung and Oppo and Vivo and Xiaomi, when they are bringing devices, they are ready, right? You have to make sure that, when you get a phone in your hand, you want to make sure that you have a use for 5G. So you have to make sure that the folks that are working on YouTube and Instagram and all of these amazing apps that you are so used to are making sure that they're designing for the next generation of use cases coming, right? So you can just see how much, and then before I forget, it's the Geos and the Airtels and the Vodafones. They have to be ready to go offer that service to you. So you can imagine what it takes to launch a technology. Business partnership is essential to move things forward. Always think about what you can do in a collective teamwork. I think you've probably got a good experience of working in team, but it's very important to understand what it takes to launch next generation technology. Partnership is not a business strategy. It is a necessity for progress. Very, very important for you guys to keep in mind, right? Now I'll come back to sort of so that's some of my professional career and kind of the 2 lessons I learned from there. I want to now focus on sort of my personal side and few lessons that I take away, right? I think some of the folks have already sort of touched upon it. My first thing I'd say is, a few lessons, by the way, and not too many. I think Dr. Pujara talked about your family and your roots. Do not forget that, right? I mean, I think it was pretty humbling to see the family of the gold medalists and the silver medalists and their family come in, how proud they were, right? So it's very important, I think, before we talk about mission, we talk about opportunity, pause for a moment. Look around you. You have the folks, your parents, your family, right, is around you, right? In your journey, do not forget them, right? They believed in you when you didn't believe in yourself. Make sure that you take them along both physically and emotionally in that journey. Dr. Adani talked about you are now going to represent the university. It is very, very important for you to do that and uphold the integrity and the vision of, building India, right? Nation building is a key vision of this university. Make sure you, as an alumni of this university, move that forward. That's very, very important for you. My second thing is opportunity, does not have a good timing. You will get opportunities in your lifetime. It'll knock on your doors when you're just not ready, right? Case in point, I was taking a flight. The last thing by the way, one other secret is every time I take an Air China flight, I think Sudipta knows, Air China flight from Beijing to LA, it's a night flight. I always make sure that I pick up some pakoras and biryani for me, right? Because the Chinese food in the aircraft was pretty bad, right? But anyway, opportunity is going to knock. Opportunity is going to knock. You need to grasp that opportunity, and you need to make sure that you are ready for it, right? So again, opportunity has a bad timing. Every time opportunity will come, it'll be a bad timing. Just be ready for it. Raise your hand, grasp the opportunity. My favorite word, by the way, the third thing is, my favorite word is jugaad. I love the word jugaad, right? It is such uniquely Indian, right? It means resourcefulness, creativity, resilience, right? All of that, very, very important, right? But jugaad does not mean shortcut, right? It does not mean, I think Dr. Pujara talked about it at the end, right? It does not mean that you're going to cut corners. There is no shortcut, right, in life. Jugaad is very important, right? And I believe in jugaad, but I do not believe in shortcuts, right? Very, very important to differentiate between what a jugaad is and what a shortcut is, right? I think the other one is, very, very important is credibility, right? I've worked with people from different parts of the globe, right? Different parts of the globe. And being a Sikh, everybody can spot me, right? So very, very important, right? Do always, the first thing is your degree is very valuable. Your skills are very valuable. The most important asset you will ever own is your credibility, right? That is the most important. I believe you should protect it with everything you have, right? What does that mean? Credibility means that people believe your word, right? So what you say, you will do. That say and do ratio must be all equal to 1, if not higher, right? You should not say more and deliver less, right? Very important to maintain that credibility as you go along. And remember, I always, my grandfather used to tell me, credibility compounds faster than dollars or rupees. Very important. Ensure that, do not lose that. And I think the last thing is humility, right? I think you're gonna go along, I think you're gonna achieve a lot of things, right? Stay humble, and as Steve Jobs said, stay humble and stay hungry, right? So these are some of the things, I think 5 things that I believe in, right? Hopefully you'll have your own, you'll create, someday you'll be here and talking about sort of the next, next generation, what we need to do. But ensure these 5 points, right? Again, let me say, cherish your loved ones, right? Grasp the opportunity. The opportunity is gonna knock at the wrong time. Third one is jugaad. Jugaad is not shortcuts, right? Third one is credibility. The most important asset you have, other than your family, protect it, right? And ensure that that's it. And then the last one is stay humble. Very, very important. In closing, I think the class of 2025, go chase the Indian dream. It's here. It's not in the future. It's right here, right in front of us, right? Go chase it. Answer it boldly. Dream big. Act with integrity. Lead with your heart. Again, congratulations. I wish I was a student again, looking at everyone here. I wish you all the best. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for making this significant moment more memorable for us. May I now request Madam President, Adani University, Dr. Priti G. Adani, to declare the convocation closed.
I declare the convocation closed.
Thank you all. I request the August gathering to please rise for the national anthem and please keep standing thereafter till the procession leaves the auditorium. We shall all rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I request the graduates to kindly join the procession and gather near the knowledge steps for group photograph.
ഡബിൾ ഹോഴ്സ് ഗോൾഡൻ ഗെറ്റവേ സീസൺ 3 വിജയിക്ക് കിയാ സോണറ്റ്. എന്താലേ
വരൂ വരൂ കടന്നു വരൂ.
കാറും കിട്ടും ഗോൾഡും കിട്ടും.